You're here.
We haven't got much time.
Who are you?
Why have you been watching us?
I don't even have time to explain why I don't have time to explain.
Hey guys, this is Khan, TDK, Mr. So Real, and today I'm gonna talk about No Time to Explain and how to get it. This is basically the Stranger's Rifle for year 2. So if you played Destiny's year 1, you probably got the Stranger's Rifle if you did the story. And most of us did, so the Stranger's Rifle was a pretty good gun. Good for PvE, good for PvP. Now we have a gun that's basically a carbon copy. It has full auto, fitted stock, rewind, and rewind basically in the Stranger's Rifle gave you your ammo back if you missed. No Time to Explain, on the other hand, has smart drift, full auto, fitted stock, and rewind again, which gives you your ammunition back if you hit precision shots. Smooth ballistics, accurized ballistics, and of course smart drift control. We have speed reload, hand loaded, and of course fitted stock. So the cool thing about this gun is basically that if you hit precision shots, you get your ammo back. Just like Black Hammer was in year 1, we got the Black Spindle. These are basically carbon copy guns. The stats are exactly the same except for the attack damage, and it's pretty much the same thing with the Stranger's Rifle and No Time to Explain. So maybe you're asking yourself, well, how the hell do I get this gun? And I'm gonna tell you. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is the Paradox Daily. If you have not done it, I have a video that can tell you how to solo it, or you can do it with the fire team. Just click on the link up top and you should be good to go. It'll explain where the ghosts are and you'll have no problem. So the first thing you need to know is that in the daily version there are these memory ghosts. The first memory ghost is right after you get into the Vault of Glass. It's on the way down. The second one is in the Gorgon's Labyrinth before you actually meet the Gorgons. The third one is after you do the boss fight. It's in a little cave, you have to take a drop, and then later on you fight this giant Taken Vex thing, and then after you kill that you go and you open a chest and then you get what's basically called the Cult Ghost. It's for the future war cult. You take that ghost over to Lakshmi, she says quest complete, and she basically gives you nothing and you feel like you got screwed. Well, surprise, you didn't. Okay, so now let's talk about how to do the actual quest for No Time to Explain, not Forged in Light. I highly recommend that you do this quest with a character that is aligned with Future War Cult. If you do it with another character and switch, it's kind of a pain. So do it with someone that's with Future War Cult so that the XP that you need to donate goes to them, levels them, and it's kind of worth it. Now the first step you need to do once you're aligned with Future War Cult is donate to get rep. You basically have to give 1,000 points of rep so that you can move on with the quest. I use Motes of Light. With the motes, you give about 50 motes of light. The 50 motes are basically 5 per button press, I guess, and you do that about 10 times and that's 1,000 points. Once you do the 1,000 points, bada bing, you go on with the quest. Now, the next step in the quest, Lakshmi wants you to go out and find a Taken Vex Praetorian. And not a regular Praetorian, it has to be a yellow bar Praetorian. Most people will probably go to Venus. I actually ended up going to Mars and I got it done. Okay, so now that you've killed the Praetorian Major, you get what's called the Simulation Core. You get the core and then you basically have to shatter it. Once you shatter it, you can talk to Lakshmi and she will progress you on with the quest. The next part might be a little bit difficult for people who don't have a fire team or a raid group. Next, you have to go into the Vault of Glass raid and kill Atheon. Once you kill Atheon, you'll get something called the Eye of Atheon. Yep, you gotta go through the entire raid just to get to Atheon, just to kill him, just to get something to give to her. If you have a usual group, it's not so bad. If you're well versed in the fight, it's really not that bad. And if you have overpowered weapons, it's pretty easy. I was actually surprised at how fast we went through it. All you do is you kill him, and after that, the Eye of Atheon will drop. You take it back to Lakshmi, and then you have to shatter it the same way that you did with the Vex Major. Once you shatter it, you talk to Lakshmi and she progresses your storyline or the quest again. Now, the next part you actually have to do solo. There's a new mission that opens up on Earth. It's called Shadows at Twilight, and it has a pretty unique mechanic for a very simple mission that you must do alone. You cannot do this with a fire team, and you cannot do it with a raid group. Basically, you run around one of the Crucible maps and the screen starts to turn dark. Once the screen turns dark, if you don't step into a pool of light, you die. So just run around the map, look for a chest. It'll open with a bracelet of Anna Bray, and that's it. You don't have to kill anything or anything stupid like that. You grab it and then you go back to Lakshmi again. Alright, now you're in the home stretch. There's one last mission to do on Mars. It's a new mission called Blood in the Garden. Here you have to kill a giant Vex Minotaur, and it's basically, it has a new name. It's called the Groundskeeper. It's really big and you can't miss it. It has a somewhatly interesting mechanic. You go in and he has an anger meter. You just need to kill things until this anger meter gets to about 100, and then it will show up. There are a lot of yellow bar enemies, so bring some good gear. This mission you can do with friends in a fire team. I ended up doing it by myself, and let's just say I died a lot. You start off with yellow bar enemies, regular, I guess, Vex guys, and then once you hit about, let's say about the 20 to 30% mark, you start to see Minotaurs. Once you hit 100, you have to keep his anger meter full, or at least at 100%. It can dip down under 100 and you can kill more enemies to get it back up over 100, but the meter actually goes above 100, so you can give yourself a little bit of padding. There are a lot of Minotaurs in this section, so be careful. Do your best. I used a sniper rifle. I tried to get close and find cover. There isn't really a lot. There's tons of splash damage and stuff coming at you from every angle, so just do your best. Even if you die, you can come back and his health will be about the same. Just plug at him with the sniper rifle. It may take you a couple times if you're by yourself, but if you have a fire team, it should be no problem. You kill him, and that's pretty much it. The next thing you do is you go back to the tower, you talk to Lakshmi, the gun is yours, and you're good to go. Now you have time to explain anything you want to whoever you want, and you can shoot him in the face, and if it's a precision shot, you get your bullets back. It's a 290 weapon. It's a pretty decent pulse. If you like the Stranger's Rifle, you'll probably like this. I know some people are saying that the Stranger's Rifle is better, but hey, it's a gun, it's personal preference. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you like it. Please remember to like, follow, and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitch, TDK_Mr. So Real. And until the next vid, take it easy.